Welcome, Cancer. This is Eleanor with Peaches by Starlight Tarot here with your October 2022 tarot reading. So your overall theme for the month of October, you have focus and positive expectations. So I'm trying to get that glare out. There we go. So they say what you focus on grows, right? But whoever said that has never had unexpectedly found mold or an infestation growing in the dark and in the unseen. So that whole thing, there's a little bit of false logic in that. But then again, when it comes to emotions, feeding the positive ones does help them grow. So interesting combination here of focusing on an issue like sunlight through a magnifying glass with the intention of burning it up, like with the expectation that it's going to work and that you're going to be free. So it's talking about realism, even though it's positive expectation. So it's not a time to spiral into pessimism. What it really feels like, it feels like you're a Care Bear just like shooting rainbows aggressively at challenges, not ignoring them, but like just lasering them with positivity. It's like negativity is going to diffuse your energy and it's going to distract you. So yes, focus on the goal of victory over an obstacle with confidence and faith. So it's not toxic positivity if you're keeping it real and you're directing or channeling your optimism into action to root out the source of the trouble. I hope that finally, I know I kind of roundabout to get to it. So it feels very Ganesh-like. And it also feels like you're wielding duality to blast through challenges. So, all right, I know that was a little bit wild and, abstract. So let's see if we can't get to something a little bit more concrete. For the good stuff coming in, you have Temperance, Three of Wands, Seven of Swords reversed. So I do see a secret or a little bit of info coming out that helps you find some peace of mind and some reassurance. The Three of Wands, it's about the same as this positive expectations. I'll tell you what it reminds me of. One of those old digitally created magic eye posters where you actively focus beyond the image. You unfocus your sight and the picture emerges from all the little squiggles. I mean, I don't know. I was never able to see the image, but hopefully you know what I'm talking about. But it's like it's focusing on the horizon and fixing your gaze into the distance and then silencing the mind. Doing that illuminates a truth that helps you clear away a problem or a delay. Like helping you root out the source of like a skipping record or like a piece of correspondence that's being held up for some reason. You're finding the answer to where is it? I hear you finding out where is it. Some of you might be waiting on some kind of admission or confession that comes in at this time. And I don't see it as something that rocks your world really. It's just now that it's out, you can move forward in correcting the issue. And there's also something where if this is love, it's a connection where neither of you have been single or available at the same time. So even though there is chemistry, you haven't been able to come together. And that might be able to happen now where there's no longer anyone standing. There's, not someone you're with, a partner that stands to be hurt by your connection with this person. So you do maybe decide to move forward together in this month. So for the tough stuff, you have Death, Princess of Swords reversed, and the Four of Cups. So in order to get to this truth, you might have to surrender something first. And you may at first not be sure that you care to know, because then things are going to have to change once you do. I do see where you might have to ask the right questions, and that might feel like an exhausting guessing game. But since, like I said, it's kind of a helpful truth, it's not really a destructive truth, there might be a temptation to make a change without it because you're just eager to get out of this limbo state into something solid that you can work with. So just like try to fill in the blanks, try to move forward without the information by making a negative assumption and then acting on that to cover your ass. And I just don't see that plan going well. Anyway, there's a challenge to letting something go, something pulling your attention back from the horizon, like I was talking about up here. I can see avoiding communication because you've already played out in your head how it's going to go. But I see that being a road to missing out on a rebirth. So like that love scenario I was getting up here, don't let the fact that this person was with someone last time you talked prevent you from reaching out, because I feel like something has shifted. But that doesn't mean that you're the first person they would run out and tell either, because they probably think you're with someone. So they're saying just because you haven't heard anything doesn't mean that circumstances are the same. So for your advice, you have the Nine of Swords, the Hangman, the Seven of Wands. So to be both brave and realistic. And so, I mean, real strength and courage don't ignore the danger or the issue. They accurately calculate the risk, and then they choose whether action or non-action is the riskier choice, right? So with the Hangman, they're calling you back up to that long distance meditative state I talked about up there. Okay, so like positive expectations, Nine of Swords, Hangman, they're saying to address your fears and worries. Don't ignore them, but don't focus on the fear pouring out of the what if scenario either, but to focus on what you know to be true and to use the concern to take informed, proactive, preventative steps. Like, so worry for the sake of worry does nothing. Worry does serve a function. It should motivate you to do something about it. And so focus positively and optimistically on your well-informed reality factor-based action plan that you hatched to help relieve that worry by weaving a safety net. Does that make any sense? The Hangman isn't just an observer. He's a reversal of focus. So you're being called to acknowledge the issue, but put all of your attention and your energy into the solution, or in the case of the Seven of Wands, into your protection, into bolstering your shields and your buffers, your rainy day resources. So like added negativity could cause you to crumble, but positive expectations are kind of like a protective force field for you right now. So that's what I have for you right now, Cancer. And if it helps at all, let me know by hitting that like button, and I will talk to you in November. Thank you.